Those who are here committing crimes, robberies, shooting at police officers, raping innocent people, have been a harm to our country. I want to sit down and hear the plan on how we're going to address them. Those are the people I am talking about, and I would love to sit down with the Board of Czar and hear his thoughts on how we're going to address those who are harming our citizens.
You're open to that?
Open to
Hearing what their plan is to deport some of these folks, and you think the city, in some circumstances, should cooperate with ICE.
Let me. You know what's interesting? And I was talking to the team the other day. I want you to all go back and Google Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. Google what they said about those who commit crimes in our city and what they said in our country. They said those who commit crimes need to get out right away. That was their position. So this is not a new position, because in the state in the era of cancel culture, no one's afraid to be honest about the truth. Well, cancel me, because I'm going to protect the people of this city. And if you come into this country, in this city, and think you're going to harm innocent New Yorkers and innocent migrants and asylum seekers, this is not the mayor you want to be in the city under.
Is Eric Adams waking up? Is he taking a red pill? Has he swallowed a red pill? Or is he faking or working to try to get the favor of the public? I mean, it's interesting to see, because what he's saying makes perfect sense, and it's hard to disagree with what he's saying. Is he going far enough? Maybe not. But let's look at some more of what he's saying, and that'll give us more context to maybe help us make a better decision. Okay, so yeah, let's get into this here.
Talking about the migrant, I say $6.4 billion. It's not really resonating. And a lot of people said that, okay, it happened, it's over, we lost the money. And Eric, you said this is going to have a devastating impact on our city. We have not seen the full course of what this did to us. I came into politics because of an 11-year-old boy that was arrested. He was absent from school a substantial number of times, and the DOE never saw him. He was arrested for a robbery two times. The long-term impact of that $6.4 billion has not materialized yet. We could have spent $400 million on community schools to handle chronic absentees. We could have spent $600 million on 2,000 guiding counselors and social workers in schools, $39 million on summer rise and extended hours for 30,000 children, $22 million on MetroCards for 75,000 summer youth employment participants. $200 million could have gone to 1,000 more police officers. $84 million could have gone to 730 park staffs. And you see some of the other numbers. Go to our
I mean, that's kind of crazy if you think about it. 200 million on 1,000 more police officers, which would be good. But even people see how dirty New York is. 84 million to help clean up 340 different locations. I mean, this is a, if you think about it, I mean, this is a lot of money for people who technically aren't even supposed to be here, right? And the problem is, it seems like the Biden and Harris administration doesn't understand incentive structures. They actually incentivize people to come here illegally. Because let's think about this. Let's say you do the right thing and you come here legally, okay? Or you attempt to come here legally. You file your paperwork, or you file your paperwork, whatever, you pay your fees, whatever. It takes years for that process to happen. So you're doing that, and then you're watching other people just come in and get a bunch of money, get vouchers, whatever, get put up, get taken care of. What is the incentive to do it the right way? I mean, this administration has literally been incentivizing people to lie and do the wrong thing. And as a result, things like this are happening. So I'm going to show you some of his previous tweets that are kind of interesting, but just stick with me for now. Let's look at this. So yeah, let me get back to this real quick. Let's look at this here.
Public schools, $33 billion. 50% of what it costs to run HRA went to this crisis. 50%. The police budget is less than what we spent. The entire NYPD is only $6.2 billion. Fire department only $2.6 billion. The impact of those programs that didn't materialize is we created more of those 11-year-old boys that I saw in that precinct, in the 88th precinct.
I mean, he's not wrong.
The long-term impact of what we did to this city you're going to see it materialize in administrations in the future. They hurt the future of New York City. And when people hear me say $6.4 billion, they may say, well, okay, it's just $1 billion here, $1 billion there. No, we didn't invest in seniors the way we should have, and young people the way we should have. We're not going after get these chronic absentee students the way we should have. The crimes that we witness.
I mean, what he's saying isn't wrong, right? Like, the man's not wrong. What I'm curious about is why. Like, could you not foresee this when you were advocating for sanctuary cities? Did you not think it would happen to your city? Like, this is not uncommon. I mean, when you incentivize people to come here illegally by the millions, and then you advocate your city, which is one of the largest cities in the country, as a sanctuary city for these people to come, I don't like, what do you expect? I guess, right? Like, what do you expect? So what he's saying, it sounds good and it's right, but I take it with a healthy dose of skepticism, to say the least.
This impacted our city, and people don't seem to understand, why were you fighting so hard for this? Because I reflected on that 11-year-old boy that was denied, and I went into government to stop these 11-year-old boys, and I came up with a plan to do so, and the federal government made me take $6.4 billion out of providing these services that we all should be angry at what happened to our city under this administration.
Interesting to hear him say under this administration, right? Because it seems, I mean, he's been indicted, so I wouldn't argue that he is the biggest fan of the Biden-Harris administration, right? But I mean, what he's saying, again, it's not wrong. It's just the timing, right? Trump is in office, or Trump's going to be in office. Biden and Harris got the boot. But he also said at one point, the American people have spoken. They want cleaner, safer cities, which he's right. Again, it's just, and he was kind of doing this before Trump won, but I mean, like, the timing is just too suspicious, right? And again, when you're tweeting things like this, right? New York City is and has always been a city of immigrants. We are a destination for diversity and a place where people from every nation seek refuge, raise families, and enrich our communities. Under my administration, our government will reflect that. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next thing he's tweeted. We should protect our immigrants, period. So first question, when you say ours, those people who are only here legally, are they illegal immigrants, right? Like, why not say we should protect our legal immigrants, period? Yes, New York City will remain a sanctuary city under an Adams administration. So maybe he meant all immigrants, legal and ones that are not legal, right? So when he was tweeting stuff like this before he got into office, you can see this is in 2021, when he's running for office or whatever, when he's tweeting being pro-sanctuary city, and now things have happened, right? It just, again, it's hard to take it as genuine. Like, it seems like, it's self-interested to a degree. I'm not saying 100% that it is self-interested. I'm not saying 100% that it's not. I can't just trust him, like, to be like, yeah, I think, he's just doing it because that's what he believes. Because again, he was pushing for stuff like this way before. All right. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. Like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful night.